Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. We are live. This is David for Elizabeth Craft Designs, and this has been a while that I've been live, but I love doing it. So I'm happy to be back. Hi, everybody. Oh, lots of people coming in already. Let me see who I've got here. Hi, Sandra, Linda, another Linda. Hi, Greetje, Angelique, Tina, Anne or Anne. Hi, Anita. Verna, Deborah, Jen. Good evening, everybody. Well, too many people to personally say hello to already. So, good that you're already here, and I love having you here. So, I'm just doing some technical bits while I speak, and I'm a guy. I can't do two things at the same time. So, there we go. That's fixed now. So, yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. Before I forget, don't forget to like, share, and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate, because you want that with all the fun stuff that we've got going on at Elizabeth Craft Designs. And yeah, it's the first time I'm going live again after the retreat. Boy, was that a lot of fun. Let me tell you that. We had two retreats, one in the Netherlands and then one in Canada. And of course, I loved doing the one in the Netherlands in Spijkenisse, but I also absolutely loved the one in Canada. It was fantastic to do a retreat at that unique location. I mean, being there in Canada, in Banff, between the mountains, being in a classroom, teaching there with a view on the mountains, spectacular. So yeah, there'll be pictures coming up because I will be making a journal for that. But that will be for later. Hi, Annette, my new friend. Hello, my dear. I got to meet some lovely people like Annette and Katie, and of course, yeah, it felt like we've known each other, but Josette was the first time we've met as well in person. So it was really fun, and of course, 100 ladies and 2 gentlemen. So 98 ladies and 2 gentlemen that participated in the retreat, which was fantastic. So we had a blast. So, but that was just a bit of chit chat and why I haven't been around much, but I think you all knew and understand. So, but I'm thrilled to be back here tonight. Tomorrow I will not be live at my own channel for the people who follow me there because I'm working, which is a nuisance sometimes, but okay, it is what it is. And then Friday I'm going to be live in Dutch. So, okay. But I'm here. Hi, Sandra. Well, good. Lots of people here already, so let's get started, shall we? Because what I'm going to do has nothing to do with a retreat or whatever. No, it has to do with something that we've been doing for quite a long time, which is the yearly prompts. We did one last year, I know that. I completed that. And this year we've got the monthly prompts as well. And I'm a bit behind, so yeah, I have to get my wiggle on. And this month's theme, I can't speak today, this month's theme is rainbow, which is funny. Let me show you something. Because when I arrived in Banff, it was Gay Pride in Banff, which I didn't know, obviously. But look at this picture Els made of me standing in front of the Banff Pride flag, which I think I love this picture. So yeah, the rainbow sort of refers back to the retreat as well. But that was just fun. There were 2 gentlemen there. Yeah. So what am I going to do? You see my little journal here. This is my journal that I make my monthly prompts in. And what I love about doing the monthly prompts is that it forces you out of your comfort zone. The first one was vintage. That was not out of my comfort zone. But then we moved into love and Easter, and I can't even remember what this one was, but it sure was something. Oh yeah, tea bag. I had to look for the tea bag. The tea bag was on there. So there were different prompts, black and white, playing cards, gilding paste. No, not paste. Gilding flakes. It seems a long time ago, right, Els? But yeah, it was fun. It definitely was fun. So these is with the mushrooms from Annette, and then we've got an empty space. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Stop rambling, David, and start working, shall we? So what am I going to use? Well, obviously, I'm going to use my dies from the art journal collection. I'm going to be using the base page from the journal file 1, which is the 214. the journal file 1, and I'm going to use the alphabet dies and numbers, which is a complete mess, but I've got them on a magnet, so it doesn't matter. That's a 2037 alphabet and numbers and more. That's what I'm going to be using, and of course the beautiful watercolors from Elizabeth Craft Designs that are fantastic, and I'm going to use them in this project to create my rainbow. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? So I've cut out lots of bits and bobs and thingamabobblies, but I need to get these out. And these are foliage that I cut out using some foliage out of the Back in Time collection that was launched in May, I think, back in May. But it's the different, the rounded corner set and the Ticket to Fly Free set. That's where this comes from. So I'm going to be coloring all that. Lots of fun. So let me get my watercolor paint. Where did I put my watercolor paint? Oh, it's over here. Because I already did some prepping of the colors and testing out some colors, because I didn't want the really bright colors. So I'm going to teach you a trick on how you can tone these wonderful colors down, but I want them to be a bit more vintage. So, well, I'm back, Hella, so be prepared. So, I'm going to make a rainbow here, but not in a rainbow shape. That is the different story. I've got a big boy brush here, and I'm just going to get started. Oh, nice going on vacay. Where are you going, Shannon? So, what I said, this is the prompt for October. Now, who follows along with the prompts? And we were talking about that with the design team, and we were wondering, are we going to do prompts again next year? What do you think? Should we do them again? Or do you say, nah, I love them. It really brings me out of my comfort zone and do something different with than what you normally do. That's what the prompts do for me, and you learn some fun tricks. But that's me. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. If you like it, we'll do it again next year. So, yeah. I see a lot of yeses, so that's already good. Let me get a wiggle on. What I did here is I've used the dark red. I've got a little color chart here, which I always have to my side, because then I know which color is what. That's this color, a bit of a burgundy red. That's this one, and I've put that here on the palette. Now you can't see that because my big face is in the way. There we go. I put that over there, and what I do with that is I must give credit to Daria, who is one of the design team members. She makes fantastic stuff, and she gave me the tip: just mix a tiny bit of the this color, the nearly black. It's Hubblepop gray. So yeah. There will be, Patricia, there will be prompts for December, but we will launch that at a later date. So what I'm going to do with that, so I've mixed in a tiny bit of the Payne's Gray, that's what it was called, and then you get a more of a vintagey look. And I'm just going to put that on at the top, put that down a bit, and at the same time I'm going to color my foliage. And yes, it's going to be colored foliage. So that is that. Okay, clean off my brush. Hello, Margaret. Hi, Joseph. It was lovely to meet you. And of course, Harlan as well. Hi, Renee. Good to know. Well, then we'll just do the prompts again, guys. And we'll see how we fill them in. So next is orange. So what I've done, I took this orange and again mixed that in with some Payne's Gray, just to make it a bit more grungy and vintagey looking, less bright, so to speak. So put that there and put that on my foliage. And yes, you get dirty fingers from this, but I don't mind. I like it. Okay. Hi everybody that came in later. Don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate. Now for the yellow, I took a bit of that orangey yellow that is here and mixed in a tiny bit of that Payne's Gray, and that will make it a bit more mustardy yellowish color, and I need to be careful because I'm going too wide. I already see that, but I will fix that. So, yep, there we go. Clean off the brush. Hi, Waldo. Good to see you too. You're welcome, Joseph. It was fun. I had a blast doing that class, so I'm glad you guys liked it. Right, then this green is the olive green, and which is already fantastic. So, yeah, I will just put that on, because that doesn't need more vintage, I think. That's already a perfect color in my eyes. So that's that one done. Clean off my brush again. Oh, I forget. I cleaned off my brush too early. Why didn't you say anything? I'm gonna take a different one now. Blah. Color that one green. So, yep, that can go to the side and dry a bit. Okay, next I'm gonna take the next color in the rainbow, which is, drum roll, blue. But I'm gonna take this bluish green here. That's on here. And I'm gonna do that one first because, well, I love that. Tiny bit of the darker color in there. And then we're gonna blend that. I forgot the yellow flower. Thank you. I'll do that. So here's that color on there, and do the flower. Doesn't really matter which one, as long as they all have different colors. That is. I was looking at my flowers and thinking something seems off, but that is because I forgot the yellow. So let's get that yellow on there, because then I can't forget that. So the next color is going to be blue. It is now. Hey, Diane, I missed you. Yeah, I met you as well, Diane. It's really nice that I now have faces. That's purple, David. Don't use purple. I'm a guy. I can't speak. That's not purple. That's blue. I did it right. So I'm going to put the blue here. So it's getting a little bit smaller to this side, but hey, I don't mind. And then I'm going to take a purple. It was really fun to meet the people face to face, have fun. We did not have fun in the bar at all. So with the purple, I think that's a bit too bright. So what I'm doing with that is put that on my little palette here and take some of that vintage, Payne's Gray, and do that there. Yeah, I know, I forgot the blue one again. I will do that. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, Simona. Oh dear. You know me by now, right? I can never get it right in one go. How I survive, I don't know. Right, there we go. But you can see it's becoming more and more a vintagey color palette. So let's do the purple first because that's on my brush now. And then I will go back to that blue, which is quite dark blue already, and put that onto my flower. So, and now you think, oh, that's a weird rainbow. But I'm not done with this rainbow at all. So, there we go. That is that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one to the side for a second because I might need that. I'm going to pick this one up, and it's a bit tricky because I want to do it in frame, but also make sure that I do it right. And I'm going to spray the bazinga out of this and let it run down. And then I'm going to get my watercolor palette back. Oh, David, you put it away too far. There we go. So, and then I'm just going to go back into the colors and drop them on again and let them run down. Like so. And the same with the orange. Let it go over there. And that will give a nice effect because it is already sunken in at the top. And it will drop down way more. Which is cool. I like that effect. So I'm just gonna put on more and more color. I have to move a bit quick, but that's fine. There we go. That's a good one. Pick up this one. Let that run down even more. And And the blue one. And I'm just letting it run down. And I can't read the comments, guys, because I'm concentrating. Just a bit more here. Okay, then I'm going to come back with my water and spray it even more so it drops down again. And I can already see I need a bit more of that reddish color. It's a beautiful mist, that's what I'm thinking. I need more of this red here. There we go. You can just help it along and see where you need more. Same with that orange. I'm going to pick that up and help that down even more. Let the colors mix a bit. There we go. And I'm just going to take some water and help this down a bit. Let that just flow down. And this does not have to be perfect at all. There we go. That's it. That is it. Now this is slush. Don't use that. I'm gonna... No, it won't be muddy. Not on the paper. Because it's rainbow colors, but this is mud. I don't want to use that. So, but here is my little messy vintage rainbow. And that's the fun thing with these watercolors. You can do so much with it. You can use it to color your bits and bobs, or you can use it to color like this. And this is just touching the surface of what you can do. Let me clean up my mess first now, because this is now sort of dry enough. I'm just gonna dab off the bottom because I don't want that sludge on there. And I'm gonna pick this up. Thanks, Els. Yeah, it's a fun technique. At least I think it's fun. So, clean that up a bit. This can go to the side now because we definitely won't be needing that for now. Then there's another thing I want to do, and that is this. This is a piece of cheesecloth, and what I'm going to do with that, because this is way too white. I don't want white, so I'm just going to smoosh on some frayed burlap. Now, if you have a spray at hand, ink spray, that would be much handier. But okay, I'm just going to spray this with water and mop up that frayed burlap and spray even more. Get some more on my desk. Ooh. Be careful, got a white shirt on, which is great timing, as always. There we go. So this is now becoming more and more grungy. There is a letter I need. And then I will just spray this, and squeeze it a bit so that the color goes everywhere. So that is need to dry now. That needs to dry, and so I'm just going to roll it out because that will make it have a bigger surface so it dries quicker. And I will put that somewhere for now that it can just dry a bit already. I will put some heat over it in a second, but so that is that already done. So it's different elements, but you can color it quite quickly. It doesn't have to be rocket science, right? Rainbow leaves. Let me mop up all that blue. We don't need that much blue. So these are very fragile now because this is not watercolor paper. So it will break easily, but I wanted a more of a vintage look and I wanted the colors to be less bright. So that's why I took some this color. It's quite thin and flimsy, but it's yeah, it'll do the trick. Porcelain color, I think you call it. Hi Connie, welcome. So yeah, the rainbow leaves are fun. I'm gonna dry these, I'm gonna dry this further, and then we'll move on. But you can see the theme coming together, right? Rainbow, yay! I love rainbows. I love rainbows. Exactly, Astrid. Getting messy with David. And it's been a while since I've been messy. Because, hallo Anja. Willkommen. Wie geht's? But yeah, it's fun to be messy and it pays off in the end. I love messy pages, and so this all needs to dry. So I'm just going to help that along, because I don't really want to pick it up too much, because it's still wet, but I want to get it out of the wet stuff so it dries quicker. Because if it stays wet, well, if it's in a wet puddle, it will take a lot longer to dry. Oh, that's a good sign if it starts to blow away, right? And this one, and this one, and this one. Well, the end result will be really fun, because I hope... Well, what did I say? It's fun when it blows away, right? Let me go to the cellar. And I'm back. There we go. So this will be nearly dry enough. Just this blue one. I think I soaked that one a little bit too much, but it will dry. It will dry. So, the verdict on the prompts, I think, is that we need to do them, right? So I'll get to work on them with the team and with Els. We will have fun. Okay, I'm just gonna mop this up. I'm just gonna dab him off a bit. It's watercolor paint, so this was funny when I'm teaching. I was teaching a class in the Netherlands and was working with the watercolor, what I said when people say I can't get watercolors to work, I say it's watercolor. It's called watercolor for a reason. So use water. And if you think you've used enough water, use more. And it's funny because I have had messages afterwards from people, I'm not naming and shaming, that said, every time I work with watercolor now, I hear you. If you think you have enough water, use more. But that's the trick. That's how you can get it to work. Exactly. Then the prompt of November is coming already, Ans. So, exactly, Simona. Water, water, water. So, that is that. Is this dry enough already? Sorry, guys. It's like, literally, you're watching paint dry. But this needs to be dry for the next step. Because I'm going to grunge it up even more. Are you, Diane? By the colors. So, getting there, getting there, getting there. That is dry enough. So, next I'm going to take my frayed burlap. You can hardly recognize it anymore because it's always on my desk with the dauber on top of it, and that's why it looks like this. Right, loading up my dauber, and I'm going to grunge it up. And I'm not just etching like this, but I really want that color to come in. No idea whether this is going to work, but we're just going to go with the flow. You get what you get, right? And we'll make it work. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to do some stamping. Ooh, love it. Love it. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, no, a bit yucky. Okay. Don't destroy that, David. You nearly killed that one. Right, stamping. So I'm going to use this stamp, which was in my special that just came out, and it came out a while ago already, and I hardly used it ever since. So I'm going to be playing with this, and I'm going to use this stamp, the bubble wrap stamp, onto an acrylic block, and then I've got some different colors of VersaFine ink. And I've got a scrap piece of paper because I don't want the full generation on here. So I'm going to use the blue onto the bubble wrap thingy. And I'm not going to use the blue onto my bubble wrap thingy because I'm forgetting one step. I'm going to use the stencil that came with the special. Luckily enough, I saw that, because this is also what's really fun about the watercolor paints, is that you can lift it. So I've got a piece of thanks, Els. I've got a piece of baby wipe here, and I'm just gonna dab that on there to reactivate that ink, and just to give, or the paint I should say, and just to give some texture to that background, because this will lift it off. This will wet it through that stencil, and it will make it lighter. Just slight rubbing, and it will give it a nice texture in the background. Just let me do that a tiny bit more. Do I still have my... Yeah. Here's the paper towel. It is a cool stencil. I'm loving this one. Okay, this will dry lighter, which is fun effect. Okay, let's do that again on the other side. Now, this baby wipe is pretty wet, so that will give it enough moisture to reactivate the watercolor. And I should have done this before I really heat set it, but it'll work. Just takes a bit more muscle. Obviously, it's easier when it's not completely wet, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, love it. Okay, dry that off again. And then I'm going to use that bubble wrap thingy stamp. Hope it's there soon, Melody. Again, dry as well. You see that? Cool, right? Just again, a different use of your stencil. Right, I'm just going to stamp this off. Stamp it off again because the ink was on there quite a while, and I want that. I know how it works when I do a second generation, but not if it's on there that long. Right, ink up my stamp, stamp it off once, and stamp it on there. You see the layers of texture? I love that. And next I'm not going to use the green, I think, for now. I'm going to use the purplish one. Make a second generation out of that and put that there. Were you able to get it? That is fantastic, because it sold out pretty quickly, and I know, well, we might have some back at one, but I don't know. But yeah, it's a cool set. Definitely is a cool set. Right, that was that one. And then, you know I love splatters, right? I love splatters, so that has to be on there. And what I'm going to do with the splatters, I'm not going to do them in black. I'm going to do them in green. Yes, in the green. And then again do the second generation bit. And it will just give it some texture. Oh, forgot to... Well, actually, that's pretty cool. And do you see all the different layers of texture that you get on there by using some splatters, etc.? Love that. Right, so that is that for these. I do want a bit of brown on there, so I'm gonna ink this one up with the brown and put that here at the bottom. And I'm doing second generations because I want this to be quite soft on there, but look at that. Okay, Elsie, I wasn't sure, but that's we'll we'll see. Well, hopefully that will work, and if not, then you were lucky to get it. But for the people who have it, this is what you can do with it, right? So this is sort of my background finished. So yeah, layers and layers and layers, and it gives a lot of depth onto your paper. And to me, this is rainbow, grunge, vintagey looking, but it fits the theme. It's a rainbow, right? That's great, Joe. It's a fun set. And of course I will be using it, even when it's sold out, I will be using it, because lots of you have it, we know that. And that will, of course I will play with it and give inspiration. But yeah, if you have made something with the special kit, please join the ECD Art Journal Specials group and post your work there. I would love to see what you made with this special or with any Art Journal Specials collection. Post your work there. Would love to see it in the Art Journal Specials group. Just apply, say you know it from Facebook, and I will let you in after the live. Do that after the live. But it's ECD Art Journal Specials. And you will be up to date with everything and get inspiration, etc. That's going to be fun. Right, that was a shameless plug of our fantastic Facebook group. Hi, Linda. So, sorry, Diane, I don't speak French. Thanks, Michelle. Michelle, are you back from your cruise already? If so, send me a message. I've got some news to share with you, but that will be for later. Yeah, just drying off this. Hey, Penny, don't be embarrassed. I'm pretty sure if you're happy with it, then it is pretty. And we are such a friendly and forgiving group. We are always, yeah, so don't be ashamed to post. Oh, great, Michelle. Hey, Summer, another person I saw live. Another person I met in real person, live. So, real physical person. That's fun. Right, now I'm just wondering, I'm more organized than I thought. I was just wondering, did I already unpack my retreat stuff from the Netherlands? But I did. No, not the planners and journals. It's called ECD Art Journal Specials. One word. So, let me see. I will just look it up to show you on my phone. So you search for ECD Art Journal Specials. That's the one. That's how you spell it. ECD Art Journal Specials. And if you apply there, I will let you in after the live. So, thank you for translating, Diane. Right, this lovely grungy piece of, look how beautiful that fits onto that grungy paper. I just love it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to use my tiny attacher and stitch the bazinga out of that to get it on there, because I don't want it up too high. So I'm just going to scrunch it up. Gonna maybe even cut some off, because this is way too much. Like that. And like that. And I'm going to cut this off because, well, who needs that much, right? Hi, Anya. Greetings back. Well, German I can manage. So, there's my base. On top of that, I'm going to use my foliage, but I'm going to do that in a different order. Let me get some room. I've got a new light above my workstation, and I keep bumping into it. So if you see movement, etc., it is that. I'm sorry about that. Right. Tweezers, glue gun. And this has been standing there for over a week, so that is my own fault. Just let me get my glue pin and just open that up. This is the tiny attacher from Tim Holtz. So it's tiny little staples, but you can use any because you hardly see them, right? There we go. That's working. So I got to figure this out because I'm going to start with purple here. So I'm going to go the opposite way. So that means I'm going to start with the burgundy here. And then the blue one here. Well, you get the gist, right? That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to go the opposite way. So let me put some glue on this one because it has to stick down. And I'm going to tuck that into there, like so. The glue will dry clear. This is art glitter glue. Yeah, it's art that's in there. So the blue is going there. This one is going there. And that will, yeah. So yeah, December prompts are coming. We just finished those, and I'm working on some bits and bobs for that. So those are coming. They're going to go into the Art Journal Specials group this time, so not in the planner group. Now I'm confusing myself. Orange. But we'll make sure you guys know where to find them by then. And more news about that will follow later. Now, we don't sell that at ECD, but it's a fun little tool. Let me tell you that. But it's sold out, I think, at the moment. It will come back, but we don't sell it at Elizabeth Craft Designs. I'm confusing myself. Now, this one goes here, but I do think this is a bit too big. Yeah, I'm just going to snip off that little thingy there. So I'm going to amputate his one little piece. There we go. It is fantastic for your hands, and it will come back in the future. I'm pretty sure of that because it's a huge success. That's why it's selling out, and they can't keep up with production, I heard. So, but I'm loving it. There we go. And then the green one goes here. Yep. Tuck it in there. There we go. And I don't mind them overlapping. That is fine. And then this one will go here. So this will be the base of my page. But then, of course, there will be more. I'm not done yet. Thank you, guys. Something happened to my thing on the phone. There we go. I'm back. I always have the live on my phone just to make sure that I'm still live. And I just gave me a little scare there, but I'm still here. Look at that. Fun, 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 fun. Right. That's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out, I hope that I have all the letters left. Because I've got the letters, and else you're going to be proud of me because I cut them out with adhesive on the back. So that's the R, that's the A. I'm going to spell out the word rainbow. R-A-I. And these are cut out with the alphabet. That's with the 2037 alphabet, numbers, and more. Rainbow. Now, I've made a bit tricky for myself because of the colors that are not, but I will line it out, space it out as I want it. So, this is going to be in the middle, which will be a bit of a pain, but some of the stores might still have it. I know some stores in the Netherlands still have some stock, not much, but yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing. Yeah, if you tuned in later, please like, share, and comment this video, because then you will be able to win a $50 gift certificate. Rain B and the I. And what I'm doing is I'm sort of eyeballing the space and the height. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah. Rain. And there goes the R. So we've got rainbow. Yay. Let go of my finger, R. Okay. So that's already stuck down. The O is going on. Well, normally the colors go in a bow, but now I just wanted the rainbow on there. Doing that shape, sort of. A bit. That's on too low now. Come on. Yay! Saved it. There we go. And then the W goes there. There we have it. My rainbow page. Love that. But it needs something more. One thing that is in my special is this wood thingy. Now I'm going to cut it smaller, but I'm going to sort of give myself a headache. So to make sure I really don't freak out, I'm going to use my Misty. And I'm going to stick this in there. I'm loving my black Misty. Oh, sorry, can't help it. So that one's going to go on there. I've got a sticky mat in there, but I'm going to put the magic on. Magnet on, not magic. And I'm going to look for my date stamp, which is here. And I'm going to take out the word October. And this is from, let me tell you, because somebody will ask, the CS293 Journal Dates and Months. These are pretty cool, these magnets. And I need 23rd. That seems to be gone all the time, so let me just... I'm making a mess out of my... Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. So, this is October, and I want to stamp that onto that wood piece. October 23. There we go. Pick it up, and I'm going to stamp that in black, because there's also black on the rainbow there. And it's the same font. That's why it goes so well together. So I'm just going to put that on there, and obviously it will not be, well, that's pretty darn good, if I say so myself. Look at that. I'm going to do it one more time, but it's already better than horrible, as someone says. But yeah, no, I'm surprised it went down that well. And this is on soft finish card, on the structured side, and embossed. So, because there are some embossed lines on there. So, let me get this one off. I will put this one back in a second. You sit there for a minute on the naughty chair. Okay, that is amazing. And I'm going to trim it off right there. I'm going to save this for another day. And then I'm going to dry this because it needs to be dry. Let me put back my glue gun. I've got a stand for it. I might as well use it, right? And I'm going to use my frayed burlap to give that some color. Thanks for looking it up, guys. And I'm just going to give that woodlock some color. And I just love that wood grain pops up once you give it color. There you go. And this will go, yeah, those are the magnets from my sweet petunia. On here. I like that. And I will just use my tiny attacher to glue that, to attach that to my page. Because I like the look of that. There we go. And this is ready to now go into my little art journal. And before I do that, I will just fold this. I will fold this. I can't see it this way. Maybe this way? Yeah. I will line these two up. There's different ways of folding them, but I've done them this way in the journal. So I'm doing them that way now. And then I'm going to grab my journal, because what I tend to do is I glue the pages together in this little, hey Marie-Claire! In this little journal, I'll glue the pages together. So in this case, I will glue this page to that page. So what I might do is just get this one out as well. If I can get it out, if my thick fingers want to grab it. Oh, I've used the same stuff there. Oh well, goes to show that I like it, right? I'm going to take this one out, because that will help me to glue them together, because that's going to be like that. So I'm going to take my Nuvo glue for that. And just put some glue on here. Not on there, David, because that will stick out. And you can already see that I like to use that tiny attacher, because I've used it on the previous page as well. So, thanks Sandy for sharing and commenting. Okay, let's make sure I do this the right way, because that happened before. And like that, I will line it up, rounded corner to rounded corner. And then I will just press this down. Now I'm doing this quite elaborate now, showing you how I glue something together, but it was asked by some of you, how do you do that? So that's why hi Celine. Yeah, it was asked how I do that, so that's why I'm showing you. So I'm now putting this one back in my journal, and I always think the project looks better when it's in the journal. I don't know why. So I'm doing it like that. And then here we have the finished project of today. And I'm ready before time. Who would have guessed? Not me. I thought it would take me longer. I'm just going to put this one on. This is not wide enough, so let me get the other one. I've got another black one. There we go. Look at that. I just love it. So this is the October prompt. I love the layers. I love the depth it gives. It has a brightness to it, but then it's toned down because I've mixed the colors with that. Again, I forgot the name. It's not frayed burlap. Payne's Grey. there we go. I've mixed it in with the Payne's Grey, which gives it a more vintagey look. So, it says rainbow, the N is under here. We know it's there, right? You can still see it. Right, so that was it for today, guys. Let me switch the cameras around to my front camera so you can see me. Hello, there I am. Again, if you want to showcase your work or just be inspired, join the ECD Art Journal Specials Facebook group. I will post a link when we're done here in the comments here, so you can have a look. Thank you for joining me. I had a blast. I will be back to my normal schedule from next week on, and I will see you all, I don't know, soon, I hope. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.